Trying to get it to flip around. There we go. So, good morning. It is early. Um, well, not really. It's after 8. So, but I'm just gonna give you guys a quick update on the garden, and then I gotta get to work. I remembered to put on my long sleeve shirt to keep me from getting too much sun. You can see the green leaves are over. They've been drawing on the sidewalk. It is still windy here. Uh, so the Malabar spinach, which is what I believe this is something I'm growing. It's doing good. I'm pretty sure that this is a weed, so it can come out. Um, that's some arugula. That's some arugula right there. Something is in here. I'm gonna have to put some of my slug pellets out. I can't believe how fast these onions are growing. If I can step through here. Look at these onions. They have like, a, this is like since we got the rain the other night. They are growing like crazy. Um, in there, my roses, getting buds on them. Uh, this one so far is my best looking narcissium, whatever you want to call it. See, like I said, something is eating the arugula I put over here, so I gotta put some slug bait out for that. The onions have scapes on them. These are the Egyptian walking onions, so I'm gonna let these right here go ahead and make new baby onions for me. The ones over in the planters, we've been harvesting those and eating them. We've been harvesting the arugula, as you can see, the rocket, um, and some of the radishes right there. We've been harvesting some of those too. I've got another. I'm gonna put some more arugula right here. So I trenched that out last night, and I trenched this and I trenched this. So I want to put some more lettuce in one trench, and probably look at some of my other lettuces and stuff to see what I have that's fast growing that I can put in there for my daughter. It just makes me feel so good watching her eat um these vegetables I'm growing for her, because she is a sometimes vegetarian. She will eat meat. But I have a stray lettuce that came up over here that was out of the, because this was supposed to be a row of beets. So I'm guessing it was a lettuce seed that was in a beet packet. So I'm just letting it grow. Um, the sunchokes are coming up. So these are sunchokes that I put over here that were over there last year. There are a couple I missed. We had a good harvest last year. We ate those things probably from November through January. We were eating sunchokes. Oh, there's one. Yep, there's one that's coming up over there. So I did miss some. I know I missed some over here, because here's one right here coming up, a sunchoke right here, and there's one right there. So I did miss some, which is good. Free food, more food. So I have to make sure my husband don't come over here and call himself trying to help me weed or nothing. So there's a sunchoke right there, and I just have to look and find them, and then I can go ahead and weed around them. So yeah, my canna lilies are coming up. These gladiolas, I think they're gladiolas, they're coming up. More canna lily right here. My elephant ear got some frost damage, so it is being very slow this year. This is my chicory, my wild chicory over here, medicinal. I don't harvest the roots. I don't need to make coffee. I prefer my coffee. These are rutabaga, and you can cook the greens on them as well. So these need to be thinned out and cooked. And then there's got some pak choi and bok choy over there. So I got to take this netting off today and weed in there. Same thing over here. I got a weed. I have some either pak choy or bok choy over here that I've been thinning out. I think those were some type of mustard right there. I forgot to put the labels on, but the spinach is doing good, except for that one up there. I'll probably harvest that one for the rest of the day. The corn, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'll show it to you. I got the weed over here. I got a couple of beans that survived. They're coming up. But I got a weed over here. I don't think my parsley made it. I don't think my eggplants made it, but we'll wait and see. And see what happens. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can see that. There you go. So the corn is coming up. One side is golden bantam and the other side is the peaches and cream corn. So it's like half and half. And what was supposed to be here? American parsnips. I don't think they made it. Got to replant those. Oh, fall. And the carrots, I don't think they made it. Well, they might. Look like something's coming up that doesn't look like a typical weed. They might have made, some of them might have made it. We'll see. I might be moving these beans somewhere else. This weeds is growing like crazy over here. But in between these weeds, we got dinosaur kale coming up. So I have to go through here and weed very carefully because of the kale that's coming up. And I also planted, that's a weed though, some more eggplant. I had like a couple eggplant seeds. I just threw them down. But I don't know which one is which. Some of it can be weeds and some of it could be beets, some of it could be eggplants. I just threw some seeds down and see if they would come up. So we'll see. So these are more okra right here and here. And there's one back there that made it. The mustards didn't come up at all, so I'm gonna replant those. The peas are coming up. I need to get some more bamboo poles, but the peas are coming up, and so I've been putting these bamboo poles, hoping to get them to attach to the bamboo poles and then climb up the fence. So that's what I'm trying to get them to do. These are some arugulas that I transplanted over here that were smaller, and these are more okra over here, more arugula. Like I said, I'm trying to feed my daughter. Those are my volunteer potatoes. I've been healing them up some. My persimmon tree is doing great in this spot. This is the blackberry, and this is the raspberry. And this is some more of the narcissus stuff. I told my daughter that she can eat these. I tasted one yesterday. I gave her one to taste yesterday. The leaves off of these. Yeah. So this is either ginger or turmeric. I think it's turmeric in this bag. But we'll see. I didn't label the bags. I thought I would remember, but I don't. So I'm gonna show y'all the potatoes. The first I healed it up yesterday, but this is the first row of the potatoes coming up. That's the second row of potatoes, and then that's gonna be a third row of potatoes right there. I'm gonna be planting those today. I forgot to bring them outside with me. And none of the onions came up. None of the onion seeds germinated for me. All my little brassicas came up that I planted in there. Every one of those came up. So I'll be thinning these out to make like a little my daughter can make like a little salad with the ones I thin out. They're edible. Same thing with the rutabagas. I'm actually gonna be thinning those out, but I'm gonna be transplanting a lot of those to the other garden area that I haven't planted anything over there yet, except for a couple of onions. I got to unzip the. Oh, these are my lettuces that's in the bag, and they are doing great. And I have some narcissus in there with them. But they're heading now. They're starting to form little heads. Hopefully Marissa can hold off. She's been eyeing them, so she might do some grazing. I just told her to go to the bottom and break off some of the leaves at the bottom. Because the other leaves, as you can see, they're starting to head. This is my grapevine. She has leaves now, but like I said, I might have to end up cutting this part off because it hasn't made leaves yet. It has some buds on it, but it hasn't made any leaves on that stem, except at the base of it. I planted something else in there with it. I can't remember, but hey, if it grows, it grows. Uh, my, my hydrangea, she's getting, finna get more flowers. As you can see, next year, well, the fall, I'm gonna prune. When she loses her leaves, I'm gonna prune her back good and see if I can take some cuttings from some of these stems. Cause I love that color. I mean, it's not like a blue because I need to put more like coffee grounds over here, but I like that color. So as you can see, if you look in this bag, the cat has been digging in here again, and I put some cilantro in here. That's a weed. But yeah, the cat's been digging in that bag again. I'm just sick to death of almost now. All right, so these are the wild leeks right here. So that's right there, right there, right there. The wild leeks that I planted over here, and they're doing good. My my rosemary bush is still blooming, making little seeds. Um, this is the rosemary here. I was trying to get it to root. I covered it up with dirt. It's still green, so it might be rooting. There's a piece over here too. This is some chocolate bubblegum basil. It survived. This one didn't survive. I took it out of the greenhouse because it got too hot and it killed that one. I was hoping I could salvage it, but not. These are the shallots right here, and I did put a couple of the arugula over here too. It's right there. Um, we've been eating the onion. I'll show y'all. This is something like one of the old banana plants that I cut down, and I planted some of the narcissisms in there. So she's gonna have plenty of things that she can snack on and add to her salads and stuff like that. Uh, some more arugula I moved over here, standing up good. This is the soil that was in my worm bin. I moved those other lettuce over here and they're doing good now. I moved some onions over here. They're standing up. Some more arugulas over there. The beets are back here. So I got beets back here that was in the greenhouse. I went ahead and planted those out. Um, this is some type of squash. I don't remember what kind it is, but it's a squash. This is the worm bin. I moved it out here. I think the worms got too cold last year. But anyway, this is the new worm bin. We got some red wigglers in there. So I gotta start planting out here. More of the narcissisms to plant around the garden, different places. My cilantro is coming up good. Some more of them on here. I put some basil in here, some lemon basil in here. It's coming up. I've been digging deep, taking these onions out of this grow bag here. But I gotta bury this stuff at. The cat's been over here too, as you can see. Cat. Um, this is a potato I just threw in the bucket and it came up. I don't know if there's anything in this bucket. It might be, it might not be. I don't remember. This is some more sunchokes, some cilantro in here with it. This is a basil right here that my daughter brought home, and so I brought it out here so that it could be taken care of. 'Cause I think she forgot she had it. This is a dandelion, and I'm leaving it there because I'm gonna show her that she could eat that too in her salads and stuff. The dandelion greens. So I'm letting that one stay in the brick. Um, Nothing's come up in these yet. I took all the onions out of that bag. This is it's getting ready to flower. This is my bush basil, globe basil. I put some oregano in here. Some of it's starting to come up. Um, these onions are covered in ants, aphids or something, but it's gonna get treated. This is it's going to seed. This is one of the kales from last year, so I'm letting it go to seed. And this had onions in it, but I took all those out that had onions in it. So we've been harvesting the onions out of these pots because I have tons of onions. And some of the smaller ones I'll separate and plant like I've been doing. Like these will get planted out into the garden. These are some little trees that were coming up in my daughter's yard. And some little fire palm, the little fire palm came back. So I just stuck some over here to see if they would live. Um, there's some narcissisms in there. These weeds keep coming up. So I'll just take them, drop them down. They dry out, or the birds will get them, one or two. So I just pull them out and drop them down. Some of them look like they might have rooted. Some of them didn't. The figs, we'll see. If they didn't, then hey, they didn't. If they did, they did. Like I say, just like in life, not everything survives that you could plant, that you plant. So don't get disheartened and stuff. Sometimes, like my rhubarb, I've tried the rhubarb 3 times now, and so far nothing. So instead of planting them in the greenhouse, I'm just gonna plant them directly in the garden. So these are some onions that I moved out here. You can see they're coming up good. And I forgot what they call this stuff. I think it's a wild American sorrel. Tulips are done. The strawberries are doing good. And I got to take and protect them from the slugs. The sunflowers are coming up. More narcissism, whatever you call them. Sunflower. A strawberry that set over here. There's some slug bait in there with it. It hasn't. Oh, yes, it is. So it's got babies too. All right. Some more of the wild sorrel. The kids pulled the leaves off of this narcissism, but it still has the center crown. I'm not showing y'all. It still has the center crown, so I'm hoping it survives. But they're gonna have plenty of sunflowers in the bricks. And then onward to the new garden area that we had to put a fence around. So I'll show y'all from here because I don't feel like trying to move the fence. So as you can see, this is a row of arugula right here. Some more onions, some black beauty squash. I got a bunch of them growing this year. Just trying to get a chance to have more squash. Only had like two or three plants, and in Virginia the squash vine borer is horrible. They not only attack the squash, they also attack the cucumbers. And then over here are some of the mammoth sunflowers right there. I planted a whatever you call that thing, the narcissism over there. And yeah, and I gotta set out some stuff over here. and I'll probably be doing it today. So that's the garden, y'all. That's the garden. We got plenty of rain, water. So when Luna comes over, she can do her watering. That keeps her busy and happy. Um, this is a borage plant, so I got to move it out of this bucket and put it out in the garden somewhere. This is the oxo whatever thingy right there, and so that's another root vegetable similar to the Jerusalem artichoke, but it's a different type. Alright, so let's see what's going on in here. Go ahead and open it up so it can get some airflow. It's windy today, but it's sunny. I don't want to get too hot in there because this little greenhouse gets super hot. Turn y'all. If y'all will stand up. Awesome. Alright, so we've had some germination in here. The dinosaur kale right there is sprouted good. Those yard-long beans have sprouted. Uh, I don't see any purple tree collards yet. The Space Master cucumbers have sprouted good. Um, hmm. The label's missing on that one. This is some. I think it's a tomato. We'll see. The Kajari melon has sprouted and getting leggy, so it's got to go out in the garden. Oh, my cushaw is finally starting to come up. Yay! These are the cushaws that my girl. There you go. It's like I can see y'all name. See if I hadn't said nothing, it'd come right to me. EJ's daughter. Think, yeah. So they sent me some cushaw and they came up and it looked like it's. I put like what 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I think I put like 6 seeds in there and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them coming up. The lemongrass is finally coming up. The sun cherry F1s are coming up. The lamb's ear is coming up. The Jamaican sorrel. This time around, it came up. So these are ready to go out in their spot. I gotta water those tomatoes. And these might not make it. I was trying to get some. It might be too warm in here. I was trying to get some of the snake plants to root. My they're rooted and they're putting up new leaves. The I can't think right now, y'all. Y'all know. House plant, monstera. That's it. So yeah. So I got to. Oh yeah, it's one of them coming up. A rhubarb is coming up. So I got to make sure I water these. These little pots, I don't like them. They dry out too fast. Even though I got them sitting, I put water in the bottom of them. They soak it up, and they just dry out so fast. So I'm not going to use those. They're going to get composted. I'm not going to use those next year. And my mountain gooseberry, I don't think they made it. So I'm going to have to replant those. I'm trying to get me some more like fruiting plants going. And these peppers haven't germinated. So I don't know what's going on with that. And now it's been warm inside this greenhouse, so there's no reason for it not to be fun to be like cold or nothing. Alright, so that's it. That's all I got going on. Thank y'all for walking with me this morning to check everything out, see what's going on in the garden, in the greenhouse, and y'all take care. What are those? Oh, that's the celery. It came up good. This gotta go out. That's another cucumber. It's coming up right there. So we got some stuff coming up. Alright, y'all take care.